Hey folks, hope you're doing good today. Now, unfortunately, I've been locked out of my Facebook page for 3 days. Apparently, posting memes of guys with their ball bags stuck in a zipper is no go on Facebook anymore. So yeah, unfortunately, I can't share the bands for 3 days on Facebook. There you go, that's how it's gone. So I'll have to be a bit more careful in future. Anyway, we've got 3 metal bands to check out today. I'm just going to keep uploading on YouTube and all the rest of it the same. This is a band from Bulgaria. It's some folk metal. The name of the band is Orendъ. The track is Dragiva Sheshma. I think that's how you say it. Let's check them out. Cool drumming. Quite progressive. That background vocal really opens it out, gives it a nice warmth. Yeah, these guys are mixing it up, they're all over the place. Good riffs. Yeah, I really like the sound of this background vocal. Sounds nice and wide, nice and deep. It tightens back up for the riffage. Loads of twiddly widdly riffs in this one, very cool. You can hear the bass in the mix. It's not got a fat low end, but you can hear the bass. It would be nice with a bit more low end to it. He's doing nice stuff on the bass as well. What a technical band.
Лебето си прегърни, лебето си прегърни и в уста го целуни. Чашата си напълни, лебето си прегърни.
This guy's just got a great sound. Yeah, I enjoyed that a lot. Very, very nice. Lots going on in this music. It says folk metal as their hashtag, but I'd say these guys are progressive, quite technical as well. Lots of riffage on the guitar, lots of twiddle and whittle, and all those good things. You know, the riffage was really kind of quite technical. The bass was going along with that and doing runs in and outside of those kind of twiddles and whittles as well, doing its own ones. So yeah, very, very cool. Lots going on. The drums as well, really technical. Loads of mix up on the drums, bringing in and out the double bass and stuff to make it really heavy. So yeah, and with the vocal as well, great vocal, nice recording on the vocal, sat very nicely in the mix and had a very nice tone and kind of recorded tone to it. But when they brought in those background vocals and I think a bit of synth and stuff as well, really just widened the track out, gave it a nice depth, gave it a nice warmth as well in the sound. Really sounded great. And then when that went back out of the mix, it really tightened the mix back up again, back to the riffs. So yeah, really, really nice. Lots of dynamics in the track. Now this next band we've got up is The Darker My Horizon. This track's called Sleaze. So let's see what this one sounds like. Big sound. Because these guys are British. These guys have got a great mix. Really loud, really prominent guitars right in your ear holes. Great punchy drums and washy cymbals. Vocal as well is very prominent, got nice layering on it. Super wide on the stereo, really fills your ears, the sound. It's very cool. It's got a fat low end as well to it. Very full sound. Nice groove to it as well. Yeah, guitars are so in your ears in this mix, sounds great. Cymbals cut through. I like the strings on that bass guitar, it looks really cool. Great. These guys had a great sound. Here we go. Yeah, pretty sure these guys are British. These guys had a great sound though. Super thick, deep, loud, prominent sound, punchy drums, great vocals sat in the mix, nice and loud again, but layered up. So again, had a nice thickness to it, had a warmth to it, a big fat bassy low end to the music, and the guitar and the bass just meshed in together to create a big block of guitar driven sound in this music. Really great mix. I enjoyed the mix, particularly on this one, just because it sounded so prominent in your ears and loud. Now I did notice there was one section where it did distort a little bit. That could be YouTube, not quite sure. But yeah, there was one bit where I think maybe they pushed it a bit too hard through the limiter or something like that. But other than that, I really enjoyed this mix just because how loud and prominent in my ears it was. Really sounded great. Now, these last guys we've had on the show a couple of times. This is Last Demand. They've got a track for us called Darkness. These guys have been on the show for a long time now. Some of the first guys to get on board with the show. And we're moving along now. It's starting to get to, you know, where we got thousands of people on board of this show. Love that. So let's check these guys out for I think it's the third time we're going to check these guys out. This is Last Demand. Darkness. I was going to say it's got a bit of a dark vibe to it. Nice ting on the ride. You can hear that bass in the mix as well. Now this mix isn't quite as loud and as prominent as the last guys. Not that you could be any more loud and prominent. Those guys have really pushed it to the limit. This one's a bit more subdued. Yeah, quite a raw mix. Raw vocal. Yeah, this one has got a dark vibe to it. Got that broodiness to it in the drums and the bass sound. Yeah, a lot of bass in this mix. I think they could have got away with cranking the guitars more in this mix. really hear the bass nicely in this mix, so you can hear it when it rattles on the fretboard and stuff. I love to hear those nuances come through the tone of the bass. That's what helps it cut through the mix, helps your ear catch on to the bass. The snare's got a nice sustain to it. You can hear all the, you know, the snare underneath the drum rattling away. I love to hear all those kind of things come through the mix. Those little nuances that you can pick up with the mic. You know, a bit of fret rattle, a bit of snare rattle, ting on the ride, things like that. Those are the little things that make your mix sound interesting. Instead of just, you know, a pure kind of perfect performance with nothing kind of out the ordinary to it. It's all those little bits and bobs that catch through the mix, that come through the mix, that catch my ears, that make me go, oh yeah, that sounds cool. Cool guitar. Yeah, really raw vocal. That background vocal's raw as well. It's making me think that maybe this is like a live recording. There's almost kind of a bit of room sound to the vocal. Yeah, cool. Yeah, the only kind of thing I'd pick up on this mix, purely because the last mix and the last band was so friggin' loud and the guitars were so in your ears, that it would have been nice to get a bit more of that in this last band, just in the guitars, just to really boost the volume a little bit more, to give it a bit more power in the music. That's all I would say. The guitars are just a little bit quiet, in order, you know, the power of the guitar didn't come through the mix. That's all I would say. Very, very cool. Love the sound of the ride tinging through the mix. Cool vibe to it as well. Darkness vibe. So yeah, I've enjoyed all the bands today. I've had a right mix of different sounds, but they've all sounded cool. They've all had their own edge. So yeah, I've enjoyed it very much. Heavy music still, but with lots of different stuff going on to check out. Hope you've enjoyed that, guys. See you around. Bye.